With so much traffic in the success lane, will you give up or will you move first?
So the word of this week is uncomfortable. Now, when we look at life, we can look at relationships, we can look at jobs, we can even look at religion to a certain extent. Most of those things are centered around people being comfortable. And that's how we really live our life. It's like we don't really want to, step too far outside the box, or go too far into, territory that's unknown. But as far as business, as far as starting a brand and being an entrepreneur, you really want to be uncomfortable. You want to have, be uncertain about certain things. That's how you really get to a level of being very successful. We could look at Zuckerberg from Facebook, Steve Jobs from Apple. Those guys went to very uncomfortable places to really build the things that they built. They couldn't do it living inside of a box or trying to stay inside of a box. They had to go outside that box, and they had to stay there for really a long time to really get to a level and really see things from a different perspective so they could build something that's, that could really take over the world, which is what they did with, Facebook and Apple respectively. We could look at the 1800s. I read about Carnegie. Carnegie was a steal. He made hundreds of millions of dollars back in the 1800s. It's probably worth billions now in today's money. But when he started out, he was living outside of the box. He was very uncomfortable. He was building suspension bridges at a time where people thought bridges couldn't even be built that big, and he did. So, once he did that, and once he showed that he could do that, people had to use his product. People had to come to him, and that's why he, profited so much. So when you create a business, or when you being an entrepreneur, when you create a brand, really go to a point of being uncomfortable. You're not always gonna know where your next check coming from. You're not knowing where your next business gonna always come from. But really, you have to stay in that place to really get to the level that you want to get to. So this week's word of the week is definitely uncomfortable.